Hey guys, Dave here with another Blu-ray distributor spotlight video. In this video, we're going to be taking a very brief look at a brand new collection of titles that have just been released from my pals over at Random Space Media. I am, of course, talking about their new range of DreamWorks multi-movie collections. There's quite a few to take a look at here, so let's get into it. Alright, we do have quite a few little collections to take a look at here in this video, but before we do, I just want to say if you are in the market to pick up any of the DreamWorks titles that Random Space Media do have on offer, the fantastic team over there have been wonderful enough to set up a promo code that you can use. Head over to randomspacemedia.com between now and the end of September 2021. Use the code DREAM15 at checkout and you will get 15% off any DreamWorks title that they have. So put a whole bunch of them in your cart, you'll get 15% off all of them. I will be spotlighting a few other new release titles here in this video. The promo code will not apply to those. It will only apply to the DreamWorks ones. Even if you do add them to a cart with DreamWorks titles, which you're more than welcome to do, of course, go ahead and do that. The promo code will only apply to the DreamWorks collections right here. So that is, of course, Dream15 at randomspacemedia.com. Add that at checkout, you get 15% off. Alternatively, I have put a link down in the description below that you can click straight through and it will auto-apply that to your cart. Now, let's take a look at these. First up, we're going to take a look at this really fantastic 15-movie collection. This is a brand new one that they have just released and they really want a big push on this one right here. It's a 15-movie collection which essentially has all of their most popular franchises bundled into one. It's got all the Shrek movies, all the Madagascar movies, all the Kung Fu Panda movies, and all of the How to Train Your Dragon movies as well. Comes in this great box set right here, really affordable. These sets are all really fantastically affordable, especially if you add that 15% off code. You get even bigger bargains, which is great. So it does come in this really great little sturdy box right here. You can take the top off right there and open them up. You have got 3 individual Amaray cases right there. First up, of course, this case right here has got all 3 Shrek movies plus the all 4 Shrek movies plus the spin-off Puss in Boots. The discs inside are essentially just the discs that have been previously available on the local market, but they're all just bundled up for your convenience. So that's all the Shrek movies right there. This case right here, it has not only the Kung Fu Panda movies, but the How to Train Your Dragon movies. All 3 movies from each of those 2 franchises right there. And then finally, we do have this case right here, which has got the Madagascar movies in there. It also has Penguins of Madagascar, which was the spin-off movie. That's a really great box set right there. A fantastic way to get all of their best franchises in one fell swoop in that 15-movie collection. Great for me, because the only way that I have ever owned the Shrek movies, give me a second, is in this 3D collection that I got years ago. It was like a promo thing that came with one of our first, probably our first 3D Blu-ray player. So the only way I've ever owned Shrek is in 3D. I've never had 2D Shrek discs. So if you're sort of in the same camp as me and you've always wanted those 2D Shrek discs, pick this up right here. Let's take a look at these ones here. This one, we'll touch on this one first. This is also one of their most recent released ones. This has just come out recently as well. It's got the 2 Trolls movies, including Trolls and Trolls World Tour. Abominable and Croods A New Age, which was, of course, the second Croods movie, which didn't come out that long ago. That just came out last year. So this is a brand new release box set right here as well. A few people have asked me, why isn't the first Croods bundled with the second Croods right here? Because I did post these on social media. That is because they did actually previously release a box set that has the first Croods movie in it. They have been doing these box sets, I think, since last year, 2020. Of course, Random Space Media have been around since about 2018. They've been doing releases, but it's only been fairly recently that people have become more and more aware of their releases. People are loving them. So there are a handful of these DreamWorks ones that have been on the market for about a year now, and there's a lot of people out there who are still very unaware of these. I love them. I think they're great. This one right here we'll touch on. It, of course, does have the Croods. It's got Rise of the Guardians. It's got Megamind and Turbo. 4 of their sort of more recent, well, I guess they're quite a few years old now, but they do have a box set right here, which has got some of their more recent ones, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Home, Boss Baby, and Captain Underpants the Movie, which is a great little collection right there as well. These are all 4 movie collections. These ones right here are pretty much the most exciting ones, though, out of all these, because most of the movies included here, the only way you can get them on the local market on Blu-ray is in these collections, which is where Random Space Media is doing the Lord's work for us animation fans and us DreamWorks animation fans in particular. This one right here is one that I was very excited about. The Prince of Egypt, El Dorado, Joseph King of Dreams, and Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, which are their 4 traditionally animated films. Of course, DreamWorks began many, many years ago, 20-odd years ago, doing traditionally animated movies. Of course, their first feature film was Ants, that was 3D, but then they went and they did a bunch of traditionally animated movies, and they're fantastic. Particularly Prince of Egypt and El Dorado are just 2 of the greatest traditional animated films ever made. 2 of the greatest animated films ever made, full stop. So again, if you do want to pick these up, these are long awaited on any market. These only really came out even in America like 2 or 3 years ago. But these are finally available here in Australia. This is, again, the only way you can get them on Blu-ray as part of Random Space Media's 4-movie collection right there. Likewise, with these ones, these computer animated films, Over the Hedge, B-Movie, Shark Tale, and Monsters vs. Aliens. These are all really great movies as well. Well, actually, Shark Tale is one that I'm not a huge fan of, but the other ones are actually really quite enjoyable. I particularly love Over the Hedge and Monsters vs. Aliens. They're just really great. But anyway, if you do want to get your hands on those ones, again, 4-movie collection, really great. These ones, definitely, it's the only way you can get any of these on the local market. It's the 3 Aardman movies that DreamWorks distributed or helped fund or whatever they produced them. Chicken Run, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and Flashed Away. Chicken Run in particular is one of my favourite movies of all time. I love it. That came out when I was very young. And I just have such huge nostalgia for that movie. It's so great. Wallace and Gromit, of course, are great as well. I'm not huge on Flashed Away, but if you do, if you get the 2 Aardman ones, you're going to get the 3rd Aardman one in there as well. That's the computer-generated one, actually. The first 2 were stop motion. But yeah, so again, only way to get them on Blu-ray, long awaited on Blu-ray here in Australia. The only way you can get them is with that Random Space Media collection. Alright, so once again, that is the entire DreamWorks collection right there from Random Space Media. This one is the newest title alongside the Trolls, the collection with Trolls, The New Croods, and Abominable. Didn't take them that long to get the New Croods into a collection here, so hopefully it won't be too long until they get Spirit Untamed into a collection, possibly alongside Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, which is one of the only DreamWorks titles that I can think of that they actually haven't released as part of one of these box sets. Maybe they'll bundle those up down the line somewhere. I don't know. I don't have any information on that. But the only other title I can think of that they haven't included here at all is Ants, which was the first DreamWorks movie. One of my favourite DreamWorks movies of all time. Love that movie so much. It's not in one of those collections, but other than that, this is pretty much the majority of all the DreamWorks movies finally available here in Australia as part of multi-movie collections. Very easy, very affordable for you to go and pick up, particularly if you use Dream15 at checkout and get 15% off those DreamWorks releases right there. They also do have this great little set, which is the Illumination 9 movie collection. This is a fairly recent release as well. It includes 9 movies from Illumination Entertainment, which includes the 3 Despicable Me movies, Minions, it's got the 2 Secret Life of Pets films, Sing, The Grinch, and The Lorax, all bundled up in there. All of these have been available on the local market in the past, but they are now bundled up for your easy convenience. As you can see, once again, these are just essentially the previously released discs, just bundled up again, but very easy to pick up. So if you're going over there, you're going to pick up the DreamWorks titles, you may as well pick up Illumination as well. I love these movies. I do just want to very quickly touch on, these aren't particularly animated titles, but these are a few other multi-movie collections that they have just released that you can pick up if you go over to randomspacemedia.com. I think they're really fun to touch on right here. You've got Jumanji, The Next Level, and Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle in a 4K plus 3D collection right there. They also have released all 3 Jumanji movies, which includes Welcome to the Jungle, The Next Level, and the original Jumanji with Robin Williams, as well as Zathura, which is essentially like... it's hard to, it's kind of like a spiritual sequel to the original Jumanji. It's based on a book that was written by the same author as the original Jumanji book, but it's like more spacey, kind of sci-fi kind of thing. Really fun. That's the first time Zathura has been available on Blu-ray in Australia for a long time. It's been out of print for many, many years. The only way you can get that is part of Random Space Media's collection right there. You can also get, if you just want to pick up the next level in 3D, there is just a single 3D release of that Random Space have put out as well. That is exclusive to them. This is the only time that's been available on any market. That's like a worldwide exclusive right there. We also have this as fantastic, just new release. This is a 4K plus 3D collection, including Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man Homecoming, the two Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man films. That's great. You've also got a 4K plus 3D collection of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Venom. Those are fairly new releases as well, and they are worldwide exclusives too. Pretty much the only place, I think the only place in the world you can get 3D plus 4K collections of them. And also, if you're just a standard Blu-ray person, you can pick up this one right here, which has the two MCU Spidey films plus Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Really great collections. And just very briefly, they have just put out this Resident Evil 6 movie collection, which is 4K plus Blu-ray as well. You've got all 6 movies on 4K in a set there, and on Blu-ray in a set there too. Just released this month, so you can head over to randomspacemedia.com and pick those up. Once again, thanks to the incredible team over at Random Space Media for sending over this bundle of stuff for the purposes of this video right here. And I hope that you guys out there go and pick some stuff up. Go and support these guys because they are doing really, really fantastic work. I love their work. I love what they're doing. Some of this stuff, I mean, we've been waiting on for very, very, very long. And without them, it, I guess essentially wouldn't have been a possibility. So thanks once again, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Hey everyone, if you haven't yet, smash that big old subscribe button up on your screen to keep up to date with all my content, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month for exclusive videos, early access content, and to get your name up on the screen. Thanks again for watching.